Okay, this is my submission to Garage Squad. I have an 85 Toyota Celica that I picked up about 10 years ago. And we did some interesting stuff to it when we got it. The brakes, body, suspension the first year, second year, we got the engine with the original engine. We put Wiseco pistons in it, 80 thousandths over. We put 1mm oversized valves in it, we put a cam in it, we put an adjustable sprocket in it, I port and polished the intake, all that kind of good stuff, and it drove really well, but the one thing I lacked, I forgot to machine my timing chain cover, and because of that I'm pretty sure that the head gasket has warped or head has warped, or the gasket is bad. Something's going on there where it overheated. I don't know if it was just not a big enough radiator or what the deal was, but needless to say, it really didn't matter because I have not been able to work on it for the last about 7 years. My wife, when we were living in California, got a rare case of pneumonia, MRSA, upper respiratory infection, went septic, life support for 3.5 months, died 3 times, stroke, brain hemorrhaging. With that said, 3 kids under sick, wife on a deathbed. I needed help, but for whatever reason, I kept the Celica. And because my wife wanted me to keep it, she knew how much I loved it. Now 7 years later, last year, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Went through all my chemo treatments, so I really couldn't work on my car then, and we kind of needed the money to be able to survive. I got back to work for 2 weeks, and had a 55 barrel drum explode next to me, so I've been off work for the last year or so. Our van broke down, and because our van broke down, somebody was gracious enough to give us a little car, but we need something a little bit more dependable. We started looking at used cars, and knowing what I had, knowing the Celica only had 80,000 miles on it, we decided to invest a little bit of money into it. But it's still not what I want, totally. I'd like to do a turbo kit, for example, and I can't afford that. I'd like to do rear disc brake conversion, I can't afford that. I'd like to do a lot of things to the vehicle, as far as the 4-link suspension and going on. And more than anything, though, I'm still struggling because of my accident. My shoulder's still out. Still struggling. The cancer, the energy level that I used to have just isn't there. And I've made some progress on it, but it's taken me a long time. And honestly, I just missed the car, and I would love to have some help along with it. It's sitting on jacks in my driveway. And I even made a makeshift garage to house all the equipment that's needed for it, the engine puller and press, and I need help, guys. Please, it would be phenomenal. I appreciate it, and I will regardless. Regardless. Can't say regardless. Thanks.